welcome back to Yogaxpress. It's all about moving the body to still the mind. My name is Banu. I'm your host for this program, and as you can tell, I am still zenned out from last week's episode. We have last week's guest is back with us. We had such an amazing time right here on the mat, and I hope if you're watching that you had a wonderful time as well. I had to ask Mona to come back. I'm going to reintroduce Mona in just a moment. Before I forget, Akram Abiskarun, our director, and we have Miguel Mercado on Switch. Both of them are doing such great teamwork. Thank you so much. I'm really delighted to say that I would love to have the same team come together every week, at least whenever possible. So it was a wonderful episode last time. Mona Chopra is started off as a yoga teacher or as a practitioner, but you're a yoga teacher, restorative yoga, correct? You're a hypnotherapist, you're an acupuncturist. Now, I don't know which comes in which order, but you have a fantastic combination of all three. Before we move on, I just want to make an observation. Last Monday, you took us, the two of us, you did it with me, which was really good because every time I made a mistake, I sort of looked through the side of my eye. Okay, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. But I especially love the part about taking the arms up as you inhale, so we're really enhancing the lung power. Maybe you can explain that. What's happening when you do that part? Because I felt a big difference.
That's right. Yeah. So laying on the ground, we inhaled and took our arms up like that. And when you inhale, it expands here a lot in the
Enhancing
lungs.
lung power,
So
yeah.
anytime you're doing any kind of a back arch or opening the chest, you intuitively want to inhale. Whenever people say, "Oh, which is it? I don't remember when to inhale."
Right.
There is an intuitive thing, right?
Okay.
Inhale, and then as we exhaled, we brought our hands down, and at the same time,
The legs
raised
came
the
up.
legs,
Oh my God, that
which
was
is
such a great
very
feeling.
gentle way of engage, but powerful way of engaging the
Yeah.
core. You know, I never
I-
like to say yoga for abs, but it actually strengthens that deep kind of core.
Right.
In a sort of whole, it's like using your whole body. I think of it as like this lever or pulley sort of an
Right.
action. And
Kind of opposite effect,
yes,
right?
that's right.
So when I brought my legs up, I found I could actually, I think I still have hope for my 12th back. I could actually feel that muscle tightening as I brought my legs up.
Yes.
But you know what was a great thing, Mona? As I brought my legs down I think we did it 3 times each time.
Yes.
And folks at home, I'm sure Mona has remembered to instruct you and say, do it a lot more times, right?
That's
At
right.
home, we
That's
have the
right.
luxury
Do
of
it
time.
12 or more times.
More times.
Not 50 times, but 12 is good.
Yeah, but it's really effective. But I also
Absolutely.
felt that difference because before I started that particular, all the other stretches felt beautiful, and I've experienced them in one form or another. But this was very new to me, and it felt so good and so
Yeah.
comfortable. Before I started it, I actually, when I was lifting my legs off, I could feel the curve in my back, and when it went straight up, and after we did the 3 reps,
Yes.
I could feel my whole back sinking into the mat.
Yeah.
What's happening there?
Well, it's amazing. That's why often, not always, but often when someone has issues with their lower back,
Right.
part of the treatment or the remedy or the rehabilitation is to strengthen the abdominal muscles. Because if you can imagine here, I'm just going to come
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stand,
The
that
camera's-
if your back is kind of overarched like this,
Right.
or these abdominal muscles are just sort of hanging out here,
Right.
or if they're weak, you can't actually, they're not really holding this in its optimal position, so we end up having this sway back, which can be the root of a lot of disc degeneration, hernia, as we get older, as it happens more and more. So, right, this is what happens in pregnancy, right? Big belly and then
Right,
even more
right.
like this.
Yeah.
So by gently engaging and getting these muscles to do what they need to do,
Right.
it actually can often help the lower back be in a much more comfortable position and be flat and relaxed closer to
Oh
the
wow,
ground.
I never even, that was beautifully explained. I never thought of it that way. So really just even when I walk every day, if I
Yeah.
just hold my muscles in, not only will I eat a little less, hopefully, but also you're right, I can actually feel the back and the front trying to meet.
That's right, and you don't want to do it in any way that's, you don't want to strain or stress,
Right.
like hold your abdomen tight.
Yeah.
But more of this, that's why I feel like in the context of yoga, when you're being mindful of the breath and noticing the arms, it's this kind of gentle pulling in and
Right.
engagement And even in daily life, that's right, just to notice if you are sort of just being blah in the belly, though I will say for many of us, especially women, I find we are habitually holding our belly in.
And
You know,
right.
often, right? It's like so used to tuck it, hold it in.
If you have a camera in front of me, we have 3 cameras.
So, but so that is the principle, because we are this one being. So the
Right.
front affects the back, above affects below, right affects left. So this is why there's often, even in acupuncture, principles where
Right.
if an issue is above, we treat below. If the issue is on the right, we go to the left.
Oh, wow.
There are
I
all
didn't
these
know
ways
that.
of creating balance in the body. So, but this is in a very physical way.
I could listen to
yeah.
you forever. What do we have today? What are we going to do today?
Okay, so
I'm
today we're
really
going to
looking
have a little bit more. Last time we were just on the floor. Today we're going to lift our bodies up off the floor.
Okay.
And have a few postures that are really, I consider them wonderful to do to begin your day, to bring up the energy, to bring up the mood, and then move into some more slower ones. The key principles, as last time, are coordination of movement with breath.
Right.
This is key to all of yoga, but we're going to really give it a focus here to really let the breath envelope the movement. So this is a way of thinking about it, where you begin the breath and it's as if the breath is what's
It's guiding the
enabling the movement. That's
Wow,
right.
okay.
And I'll talk it through as we go along.
Right.
And just like last time, we're going to think of this as mindfulness of our body. Mindfulness of body. Getting out of the mindset of achieving postures, which I know this is not what this is ever about.
Right.
But really letting that go and really letting the exercise be awareness. 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 So
I'm going to start thinking about my movement in a very different way after today. It's just the way you worded it. Let the breath envelop the movement. So
Yes.
basically letting the breath guide you in and out of the postures.
that's right.
I've heard people say mindfulness, but I've never
Yeah.
really had it expressed so nicely. Okay, I'm looking forward to today.
Yeah, and so it's really experiential. So we're going to experience it and
Yes.
see how that goes.
I'm all set.
And thank you again so much, Banu, for having me back.
Pleasure.
after
Oh,
all
it's
these
always
years.
lovely to have you. I was so
Really a
totally
delight.
zenned out as thinking, okay, this feels really nice. I don't want to get out of that.
No. So, all right. So we're going to begin actually in a kneeling position. And if you do have a mat, you want to come a little bit back on your mat so you have some room. And if it bothers your knees at all, you can always roll up an extra mat or a blanket under your knees to soften it. And if you really, of course, have a knee injury, this may not be the one for you. And you can do a different version seated in a chair. So just first take a moment here. Just take a few moments here to observe how you're feeling at this moment. Notice your body. Notice your breath. Notice your state of mind. And then deepen your breathing. And then have your arms coming up as you inhale. So you're going to inhale your arms up the front. As you exhale, you're going to fold forward and sweep your arms down the sides and let your hands rest on your lower back or butt area. Inhale, you're going to come back up, bringing the arms up the front. Arch the back slightly here to open the chest. Exhale, bring the arms down. So just as a reminder, enveloping the movement with the breath. This time we're going to really be conscious. Start the breath a millisecond before you start the movement. So breathe in. Let the movement follow. Let the breath be what brings those arms up. Begin the exhale, and then let the arms follow, sweeping them down as you fold forward, letting the arms rest on your back. Inhale, come up, sweep the arms up. Finish the movement, then finish the breath. Exhale, begin the exhale, and then let the arms come down. do it one more time. At home, of course, you could repeat this many times. Begin the inhale. And let the breath move the arms up. Begin the exhale, sweep the arms down as you fold forward, resting the hands on your back. Inhale, sweep the arms up the front, opening the chest, arching the back. Exhale, this time we're going to come down to kneel. Now coming to stand, slowly making our way up, sitting to kneeling to standing. We've made it. Okay. And now here, have your feet about hip width apart, arms at the sides, dangling at the sides. Take just a few moments now. You're in a different orientation to your body. So notice what you notice about how you feel here. Notice how your feet are contacting the ground. Do you feel more weight on one side than the other? Notice how your shoulders are dangling. Your arms are dangling, rather. And notice your breath. Let your tailbone be as if it's going right down into Mother Earth. We're connecting with the core of the earth, your tailbone, the bottom of your spine. You could imagine it connecting with that core in the earth, right? You don't want to overdo it this way, but you also don't want to be arched. So just gently have it almost like your intention is that it's connecting there. And then we'll begin taking your arms up the sides, inhaling, opening your chest. Exhaling, bringing the palms down the central midline. Inhaling, so you're opening your chest here, you're opening your throat, you're opening that place of the third eye as you look towards the ceiling or the sky. Let the palms gently touch. The elbows can be bent if they need to be, and as you exhale, you're consolidating the energy, bringing everything down through the midline to gather at the heart. So inhaling, you're gathering the energy from the sun, the sky, the atmosphere, and then you're exhaling, bringing it into the sun within your own body, your heart. Last time, inhaling. Exhaling. Do this many times, we'll stop there. And then let your arms dangle down. Now, inhale, bring the arms up the front as you raise the heels up off the ground. Exhale, lower the arms as you lower the heels. Trying to coordinate these movements the best you can. This is the idea here, as if they're moving completely together in one harmonized piece. So inhale. Let the inhale be what floats the arms up and raises the heels up. Exhaling, lowering the arms as you lower the heels. And you're letting the body be very soft here. So it's not firm and tight. It's soft, but there's a heldness, there's a alignment and a strength within. But the outer doesn't look so, the outer isn't tight. We'll do it one last time. Inhale. Next, we're going to move into bending the body forward. So, with the feet again about hip width apart. Going to inhale, take the arms up the sides, opening the chest, opening the side ribs, opening the throat, opening that third eye. Exhale, folding forward at the hips, letting the knees be soft as you come all the way down towards the ground. If it's comfortable, have your fingertips or palms touching the ground, but let the knees be bent so it's not just a hamstring stretch. We're really releasing the lower back here. Inhale, now you're going to come up halfway. You can straighten the knees if it's comfortable and have your ears alongside your arms. And exhale, softening the knees as you come back down, releasing the neck, soft at the neck. Inhale, come back up halfway. And here you want to be like a tabletop. Someone could balance a tea kettle on your back. Exhale here. Inhale, feel your tailbone reaching out to the back and feel your fingertips reaching in front of you. And on your next exhale, fold forward again. Let that head relax. Let that head be loose. You can even nod your head. Yes, no. Feel it relax. And then on your next inhale, sweep the arms up the sides as you come up with your palms facing up. The palms connect at the top as you exhale, bring everything through the central midline. Do that once more. Take a few breaths here, though, before we move on. Inhale, sweep the arms up the sides. Exhale, fold forward. Let the knees be soft. Contact the ground with your hands, with the palms. Maybe it's just the fingertips, or maybe you rest your hands on your calves. It's completely fine. On your next inhale, you're going to come up halfway. Your fingertips reaching in front of you, the arms alongside your ears, the tailbone reaching out to the back. Exhaling, bending the knees, folding forward. Inhale, sweeping the arms up the sides as you come up, opening your side ribs, your chest, your throat, your third eye, your crown. Exhale, bring the palms down the central midline of your body. And rest. Notice the beating of your heart. Notice the quality of your breath. Notice how your feet are contacting the floor. And let your arms dangle to the sides. Now we're going to come onto the ground. Come onto...
Never realized I could zen out standing up.
That's right. We're going to come to our abdomen. So we're going to be in a prone position here, laying on your belly. And have your hands alongside your chest. So you don't want the elbows splaying out. Have the elbows kind of in towards your body. I will say tucked in, but don't have it too tight. But they are coming in towards your body. The tops of your feet are on the floor or the mat. And then we're going to simply lift our head, neck, and upper chest as we inhale. Exhale, we're going to bring it back down. You can have your forehead on the ground here, or if you'd like, you can turn your head to one side or the other. I have some issues with my neck, so I like to be in the center, but it's completely fine if you want to have your cheek one side or the other on the ground. So we'll begin. Inhale. Let the breath lift you up. Only go that far. Exhale, come down.
notice how even without any pushing from your arms, the breath is going to lift your body up because it fills the chest. Inhale, noticing that.
Yeah.
Right? It naturally wants to lift up, and as you exhale, the natural impulse of the body is to rest back down. Inhale once more. And exhale. And now bring your arms down alongside your body. Again, you can rest your head one side or the other, or keep that forehead on the ground, whichever is more comfortable for you. And this time, as you inhale, you're going to lift your head, neck, chest, legs, and you're going to sweep your arms up the sides. So bringing your feet together, your legs together as much as possible. Inhale, sweeping the arms almost like a bird or airplane. Up. Exhale, bringing everything back down. Inhale. And exhale. If you're practicing with a friend, loved one, or partner, just be careful you don't bonk each other. And we'll do it once more. At home, of course, you could do this several times. Be mindful of your lower back, meaning if it begins to hurt, obviously that's always the principle. Exhaling to stop. And rest. Bring your hands alongside your chest again. And now you're going to bring yourself up and bring your buttocks back to rest in this pose, often called child's pose, to let your lower back rest. Here I'm going to have you have your feet together, but take your knees apart so that you're also letting the hips open up here a bit more.
Big difference.
And have this as your resting posture. If you need to have a few pillows stacked up to rest your head on, by all means. And this posture isn't for everyone, so it's not the end all be all. But if you can rest here, just rest. And then notice what happens when you bring your arms alongside your body. Instead of being stretched out front, what happens when you bring them alongside your body? And then you can slowly begin to come up. Bring the hands, palms to the ground to support you. And now we're going to come to lay on our backs.
But actually, it felt so good already just standing and seated.
Yeah.
Now, when we go on our backs, I'm just afraid I might go to sleep. But I'm ready.
It's okay if you fall asleep. Okay, coming to lay on the back.
Totally zen out.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the thing, when you really pay attention and go a bit slower, something that even has a physical rigor to it can be very relaxing. So have your knees bent to start. And just observe how you're feeling here.
We have 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Bring the arms out to the sides. Inhale here. Exhale, you're going to let your legs fall to the right as you let your head roll to the left. Inhale, coming back to the center. Exhale, legs go to the left, head rolls to the right. And you're continuing in this way, inhaling to the center. Exhaling, letting everything relax to the side. Legs to the right, head to the left. Inhaling to the center. And now this you could do for quite a while, forever, exactly. Moving in and out, feeling the fluidity inherent to your body, just like waves of an ocean. Connecting in with the rhythms that are innate in our own body. So many rhythms we have. And then when you're ready, come back to center and extend the legs out. Have the arms at your sides. And finally here, coming to rest.
In our control room, with Mona's permission, in our control room, our director Akram Abiskaron. On switch, we have Miguel Mercado. Thank you so much, team. You guys have been great to put up with me and to, make everything possible today. Mona Chopra, our special guest teacher today. If you want to contact Mona, People Tree Wellness. Her credits will be up one last time and also in the rolling credits at the end. You are watching Yogaxpress.
Thank you so much, Banu, and thank you to all at home for taking this time to practice with us. And as you lay here, simply allow yourself to feel what you're feeling and take a moment to express gratitude to yourself for really taking this time out of your life to care for yourself and connect with yourself in this way.
It's amazing. It makes such a big difference when we talk about gratitude to the self. Yes, we forget that.
Totally forget that. It's like you're just always trying to be better,
Right.
improve, the self-improvement project. And we forget that we're just as we
Just
are.
happy to be, exactly.
As we are divine, really, beings. Even if nothing ever got better, we're still worthy.
Right. Just lucky to be right here.
I'm so